So data types we covered. Okay. And now, so where we stopped here to how to creating your new table. So that we will continue now. Okay, right. So DDL operation, and first operation is what now? Create operation. And we said that create operation we are using guys here to whenever you want to create some new objects in your database now. So there we required a create command. And this command, what kind of objects I can create means like tables. We use synonyms, sequences, okay, na index cluster. So any object when you want to create a compulsory, we should require what now? The create command here. Okay, now then after, okay, let me go for how to create a new table. The syntax already knows that. So this is your create table, table name, and column name 1 data type size, column name 2 data type size. Okay, so every column after definition of column you must be give it a data type. It's mandatory. Without data types you cannot create your tables. Okay, now so this is what it was. And now today is the first practical session we started here. We are starting now. Okay, so how to create a new table in your Oracle. Okay, so right down below, take this one. Exciting, how to create a new table in Oracle database. Let me come the step by step. Observe first. Initially go to your SQL plus. I already explained to you. Okay, so how this SQL plus and how to connect. Okay, now that everything I was explaining in the last session. Okay, and once again I'm showing here. So go to your SQL plus tool, and after that we all of you know it was asking some username and password. And initially we don't have any that means our creation users are not there, so that's why we need to go for default users. So who is the default user here? System, and his password is Tiger. And after that, now you can create your own user account now. So I'm creating one database account in my server. So how I'm creating? Create a user. Okay, username mydb2 pm batch. And here I'm taking what now? Identified by the password is mydb2 pm. So first you should log in with the system administrator. After login yourself, you will create one user on any name. You can go to create it now. So I'm creating here mydb2 pm identified by mydb2 pm. So this is our batch purpose I'm going to create now. That's fine. And user successfully created. After user creation, what I said, if user directly connecting here, the MyDB 2 PM slash MyDB 2 PM, if he was connected, what I said, every new user is called as what now? Dummy user. He doesn't have any privileges. Okay, now, so new users are by default, they will not get any type of a privilege. So that's why what it was happen, if you try with this, okay, immediately if you try with this, what it was happen, the user MyDB 2 PM lacks a create session privilege, log on, denied. Okay, so you can't connecting here. So that's why after creation user, after creating user, immediately you should take a permission from admin. And the permission also giving by who is this? System only. So how I need to granting this permission, you already knows that. Okay, so now again you have to connect with your admin Tiger. Okay, and later you need to take one command. What is that? Grant which privilege? Connect to privilege to which user you wanted this? MyDB 2 PM. It's a must and should be take this. After granting the permissions, connectivity permission to the MyDB 2 PM, then MyDB 2 PM, now he will be connected. Okay, so MyDB 2 PM slash MyDB 2 PM. Okay, and now he will be created the table. Okay, so create table. So now he was connected now? Yes or no? Yes, connected. Now table I'm creating. The first table, a very sample table I'm creating here. For example, student and student ID integer here. Student name I want to take now. For example, char of some size. And the student fee, I'm going to sending number. And here my precision 6,2. So this is what now. So initially my table, I was created with how many columns here? 3 columns. And one column is a number data type, integer. And the S name is a char, SV is a number of 6,2. And I already said to you in my data type explanation, when you want to give int at the time of column design or table creation level, if I'm giving integer, then this integer automatically converting into number with the size of 38. So are you remember now? So now I'm going to execute this. Okay, what it was asking again, insufficient privileges. That means as of now, this user was having only permission for what now? Connectivity permission. So that was given by admin, but admin was not given the permissions to create a table. So now you can observe now, every moment, every second, every step have a security. It's not like that. If I know your user ID password, I can log in. If I know your user ID password, I can see your tables. Okay, now I can create any number of tables. It's not like that. So whenever you want to take user ID password, along with user ID password, you need some facilities also, some privileges also you need it. When you have those privileges, then only you can go to connecting, creating table, inserting data, update, delete, these kind of things you can do it. Otherwise, you cannot do it here. Okay, so now here see, I was taken only connectivity permission, so successfully connected by this user. Then after he tried to immediately created what now? Table, but it was showing what? Insufficient privileges. Privileges means permissions, rights we called. So that you don't have it. Who don't have it here? MyDB 2 PM user. So again, I'm requesting to my database admin. So again, administrator, I will request. Then again, we will go to admin. Okay, again we will go to admin, and now we will give a permission that's called a grant create a table to which I want to give permission, MyDB 2 PM. So here my privilege name is called as a created table. So this table granting by who is this? Database admin. And now we can go to granted. Now the grant succeeded here, and after granted, let me come out and see your MyDB 2 PM slash MyDB 2 PM. Okay, and now he will create a table. So now same thing I'm writing here, create table student ID int, and yes name I was given char, but already we knows that if I use char, memory wasted. But later I want to change that. And student fee number 6,2. 6,2 means maximum. How much can I store? 9,999.99 paisa. Okay, now total 6 precisions. So now I'm going to execute it. Now you can see your table successfully created. So after table creation, now this table is created or not. Okay, if I want to see the list of tables in my Oracle database, then you have to call select a star from tab. So this statement will be showing us how many tables are there in your Oracle database. Okay, how many tables are there present in your user account. So that kind of informations we can see it. So present in MyDB 2 PM user account, how many tables are there as of now? Only one table. That is what now? Student. And now you can send here the select star from tab. Then you can see student is my table name. T name. T name is represented table name. Tab type. Tab is nothing but different types of objects. That means student is a which type of object? Is it table or is it view or is it synonym? Is it index? So the type of type of your object, that is called a table. Student is not a view. Student is not a synonym. Student is not a index. A student is what now? Table. So that is called a tab type. Next, we have a clustered ID. So what is the mean by clustered ID and what it was representing here? So this clusters concept in future, I will explain to you. There I will show you what is the use of this clustered ID column in this structure. Okay, na? Right. So present, you have to know the table name, student, and my table type of object is table. That's it. Okay, na? So you can see like this any number of tables in your user accounts or in your Oracle database. Okay, na? Then after, suppose this table structure I want to see the structure, then we have here command, desk command. And now the table name I want to pass here student. When I'm passing here desk student, then what it was said, yeah, desk is nothing but what now? Describe. So describing your student table structure. And what it was there in the student table means, yeah, 3 columns I created. Can you remember now? STID, SNAME, SV. STID, SNAME, SV, by default, it will be taking as what now? Nulls. So one point should be remember, in any database, okay, by default value is what, sir? Means that null. So null is by default, it will take into any column. So, and here null means empty. Empty is called as a null because don't say space, because in database spaces are occupied memory. But null means what now? It doesn't occupy any memory. It's just called as a empty, vacant place. Okay, na? Empty. But don't say space. Okay, na? Right. So now see, student ID column, okay, is a empty. Student name column is a empty. Student fee column is a empty. So that means in these 3 columns, as of now, there is a no values. That's the mean of this. Okay, na? So that's called empty. There is no values as of now. Okay. Now, and let me come out and see, guys, here. Student ID column, actually at the time of designing, what I was taken? Integer. I was taken which data type? Int data type. But can you find out here? Can you find out here? Which data type is there here? Number with size how much? 38. So that means I said already, if I'm using int, okay, automatically your Oracle server is converting into number. And with the size how much here? 38 digits of number I can store in this STID column. Okay. And next one is sname. Okay. Sname is called as a char with the size is what now? 10 as usual. And SV is called as a number. And here I was used a precision as well as a scale. Okay. My 6 is a precision, 2 is a scale. Okay. This is the way how I can see the structure. And what I'm saying here, the student ID, student name, student fee, these are called as empties, I said. So why it was, what it mean by empty means, so let me come out and call like this here. Okay, now empty is nothing but it means there is a no rows. That means no values. Okay, that's a by default or what now? Every column is a null. Null means empty. There is no values. So that's why when I'm calling like select a star from student table, it doesn't show any values. It doesn't show any rows because of now, as of now, we didn't insert any values. Okay, now. So these are the initially after table creation. Okay, how I can see the structure and how I can see my list of tables. Okay, now these 3 points should be remembered right down below. Take these points. So first you need to connect, guys, with your system user account. Okay, first you have to connect with your admin. Then immediately you have to create your new user. First of all, create new user. At the practicing time also, like you can follow the step by step. It was easy to understand to you. Okay. Then after I need to take two permissions I'm taking at a time here. So one permission is, okay, who will give it admin only, grant connectivity permission. One permission is a table creation permission. So immediately these two permissions should be take it out. Okay. No? So these are the two permissions you should take it now. So 1 second. Okay. After taking permissions from your administrator, then you just go to connect your user account, MyDB2PM. Then you will successfully create it. And after that, you can take your table creation also. Then only your table is created. Otherwise, it doesn't create your table. Okay. Then only your table is created after permission. Okay. View the list of tables in Oracle database. So the syntax of this, what is my syntax here? Select a star from tab. Here, what is tab, sir? Tab is a, okay, what is tab, sir? Means tab is a predefined table. It's a predefined table. So in this table, the complete table's informations will be saved here. And your example also, you can take example, select star from tab. Okay, then after, the next one is called as a to view the structure of a table in Oracle database. So how I can see the structure of a table in database here? So again, we have some syntax now. Okay, the syntax was, what's the command here? Desk, and I want to set table name. And here, if anybody asks you, what is a desk means describing, okay, describe a table. Okay, then after example, you have to take, so use desk, and what is the table name here? Student. And I already said to you, your SQL queries are not a case sensitive. Yes or no? You can write your queries in any manner, upper or lower case, you can use, no problem. Completed. Okay, right. And now these are what now creating object related informations. You can check it out. Okay. And the next one, come back here to my table. This is actually our table structure, right? So I have a structure here with 3 columns. But on this existing structure, suppose you want to do some modifications. Okay, now if any modifications I have to apply on my existing table structure, what kind of modifications I can do on this table and what are those? Okay, now, for example, on S name column, I was applied, char data type was applied. But actually, we know that the char data type problem is what now? Unnecessary memory wasted. And it was a static nature. Yes or no? Suppose maybe this is fortunate or unfortunate. You applied this, but after re-verify or rechecking level, you find out here. So why should I want to use char? Instead of char, I want to use a dynamic data type. So in that cases, what I want to do to overcome this problem, I want to change my data type. That's enough. Okay, but it's not like that entire my table will be drop and again recreate. Which is better? Drop and recreate is better, or just a data type change is better? Changing data type is better. So why should again you have to entire object is dropping again recreating? It's a lot of time consuming process. Okay, now so I don't want to do that. So what I can do here, just whatever the existing data type, a small mistake whatever I did here, that I need to change as a dynamic data type. That's enough. Enter my table as it is, I just keep it that, and I just change wherever I want to do modification. Okay, so there I can do it now. And that is one thing. Along with that, sometimes the size whatever initially I was given, maybe the size is not sufficient to me. Whenever this size is not sufficient to my requirement basis, then what I want to do, the size can be increase or decrease. Suppose the size is not enough, then I can increase. The size is very used to me, then I can decrease. So the size and data type, the both I can change at a time. Okay, that is one modification I can do on this existing table. Okay, second modification is what now? Suppose you want to do any modification. Initially, student ID, student name, student fee. These are the 3 columns I just given. But after some time, I wanted student address also. The student address information also I want to keep in my table. Then what I want to do, I want to create one more column. The column name is what now? Student address. But the creating of a new column purpose, again, user, no need to reconstruct your table. It's not necessary. Okay. So instead of doing that, what we want to do, just I need to add my new column to my existing structure. Okay. Then how I can add that? Okay. That is second modification. Third modification is what now? Initially, at the time of table creation, you was given some names for each and every column. And suppose some name you have to change, STID. This is, I don't like it this. I want to give some other name. Okay. So whenever you want to do some modifications on the name, that's called a renaming. If you want to do on your columns, then how I can do renames. Okay. No? That is one type of modification. And later, suppose you have some columns, but in these columns, some columns I don't want data. Okay. So some column data I don't want to need to maintain in my table. So in that cases, the which column information you don't want it, that particular column only I can delete. So that means instead of deleting entire table, I'm just deleting my required column, which is not necessary to me, so that I can delete it. Okay, then how I can delete that was. So these are the total how many operations? 4 operations we can do on existing table structure. One is how to changing your data type and size of the data type. Second one is how you need to add a new column. Third one is how to renaming our column names. The fourth one is how to drop a specific column. So these are the only 4 operations only we can do. Other than these 4 operations, you can't do anything on the table. Understand? But these things how to do, sir, means that there is my second command was there. Okay, what is my second command here? Alter. Now take siding. Okay, now alter command. Okay, what is the purpose of this alter command? Means what do you say? To modify or change. To modify or change the structure of a table. Okay, no? Right. So now these are having 4 subcommands here. This command is having 4 subcommands now. The 4 subcommands are, okay, first one we called as alter, modify. This is my first one. Second one we called as alter, add. Third one we called as alter, rename. Fourth one is called as alter, drop. So these are the 4 subcommands we called, which comes under alter command. Okay. And the first command, the purpose, let me check it out. What is the purpose of the first command, alter, modify? Okay. So this command we are using, guys, here to change data type and also the size of data type, data type of a specific or a particular column, in a table. Okay, what is the formula? The syntax is very important, guys, here, because once you know the syntaxes, operation is very easy for you. Alter, table, table name, and here I'm using modify keyword. Okay, modify, and which column data type you need to change, that column name, and pass your new data type, whatever you want it, and modify your size with the new size. Okay, let me come out and see the example on this. So how we can use this syntax. So every syntax is like a formula, and based on that formula or syntaxes, you can do your works. Okay, now, right. So now let me come out here. So let me come out here. S name column already having your char of a 10. So now that I want to change, how to change now? Same as usual, I'm following my syntaxes only. Alter table. The table name is what now? Student. Which keyword I'm using? Modify. Which column? Yes, name column. What I want to do now? I want to give it a dynamic data type varchar 2. Initially size is 10, but now I'm giving how much? 20. Then table is going to be altered successfully. Then after altered or not, do you want to check that? Again, you have to see the structure of table. Then you can see it whether my modification was successfully done on this table. Char data type to varchar 2. Change yes, size yes, we can increment it here. Okay, no? So this is the first modification. Okay, whatever you want to do on the table, right on below. So the syntax below example. A new column to an existing table. So whenever you want to add a new column to an existing table, so there you can use this alter add command. And this command syntax was alter table, table name, and I'm using add keyword. And the which column you need to add, that new column name should be give it a. And whenever you want to declare your column compulsory, we should give it what now? Data type, and give it as size. So present in my table, I have here how many columns now? 3 columns are there. And now one more new column I'm going to add here. So alter table. The table name is student. Add S address. Okay, now I'm adding what now? Address column. Definitely address column is going to be varchar here. And suppose you want to send here 50, you can give it 50. Okay, then I'm going to execute this. My table successfully altered. And after that, you want to go and see your S address column is successfully added to my existing table. And here one more thing, if anybody have a doubt. So whatever the new column we added here, the new column is always at end of the table structure. Understand? Na? So, but it's not like that. So you wanted this in between these two columns, otherwise in between this column, otherwise I want first positions, second positions. This kind of things will not happen and not supported also. Any new column, once you add to your existing table means that should be happening on end of the table structure. Okay, but not in between columns, not in between tables. That kind of mechanism is not there. Okay, na? Right. So like you can go to edit this right on below. Next command, alter rename. So any column, do you want to change it? Then you can use a alter rename. So what I'm saying here, to change a column name, to change a column name. And what is the syntax for this? So my syntax was alter table, table name, and I'm using here rename is a column, is a predefined keyword. And then after you can send it your old column name to new column name, old column name to new column name. Your column is called as a predefined key. Do you want to change any column name? That's your wish. You can change it. For example, one of my column I'm changing, STID I'm changing now. For example, alter table. The table name is what now here? Student. And you now rename. Column is a predefined key, should be used as usual. And now old column name. What is my old column name? STID. To the new column name I'm giving here student underscore ID. Here underscore why I'm giving means just for normally it's there is no reason for that. Okay, just it was looking good, that's it. Okay, na? So student ID, the looking good purpose only I was given, but there is no other reasons for that. Okay, right. So now table is successfully altered. After altering, you can come back and see the structure. Then you can see in place of STID, it was taken what now? Student underscore ID. So whenever you want to change the column name, you can go to change it right on below. Command where you want to use, guys, means whenever you want to drop it now. So to delete a column, okay, from a table permanently, here permanent. So once you dropping your column, the column again, I don't have any chance to again restore. Okay, some people, this is also having doubt. They're asking, sir, whatever you deleted the column, okay, specific column, is it possible? Can I go to restore it. So that was not possible. Okay. Once you delete or drop a column means that will be permanently. Again, that column data, I cannot restore it. Okay. So syntax of this. What is the syntax for this command? Alter table name, and I'm using your drop keyword. Column is a predefined key, and you have to send your column name. Which column do you want to delete? Which column you want to delete? The column name should be, give it now. Drop. That's your wish. There is no restriction like this. I can go to first column or last column, not like that. Your wish, you can delete your column from any position, either first column or second or third or fourth, whatever it was. Okay, now you can drop that. So as per your requirement basis, you can go. So student, and I'm using drop, and the column is a predefined keys. For example, SV column, I drop. So now I'm going to access your table alter, and let me come out and see the structure. Your SV column successfully we are dropping from our database. So there is no SV. So like your wish, any column you can go to drop. Okay. Now this is your fourth modification on your existing tables. Okay. And this is called as a alter commands. Okay. Operations. Clear now? Yes or no? Oh, right. Okay, right. So these are alter operations, and the third command in this DDL. What is our third command? Rename. Okay, fine. Come to rename command. So here carefully observe. Okay, here alter, rename, and rename. Both are not a same. Alter, rename using for column names purpose. Do you want to change your column name? Then use a alter, rename. But this rename command is using for table name changing purpose. So whenever you want to change your table name, so there you can use a rename command. Whenever you want to change your column name, you can use a alter rename command. Understand? Na? Both are different. Again, don't confuse. Okay, na? Right. So rename command. This command we are using, guys, here whenever you want to change your table name. The below write down to change a table name. To change a table name. And what is the syntax for this? So my syntax was rename, and I want to send my old table name to it's a new table name. See the example on this now. See, actually, what is my table name here? Student. So that name was there in my tab list. Okay, the student is my table name. For example, do you want to change this? So rename, old table name is student to new table name is called as here. So for example, S details. If I was executed, and after executing of every command, the final output you also can see, the statements also you can carefully identify, then you can understand that this command, which purpose I'm using. Okay, now here what it was saying that table renamed. So this is not for column. This is for table, and very clear. The oracle is also very clearly given statements to you without confusion. Rename students to S details. This is what it was happening. Table renamed, not column. Remember now? So renamed. And after that, you just come out and see your tab list, whether it was rename or not. Let me see. In place of student, what it was there now? S details. And of course, when you want to call your old name structure, if you want to see the old name, okay, then it was showing what now? Object student does not exist. So on the name of a student, there is a no table in your database. So that's why what it was happen. I have to change my table name. What is my table name? S details. If you see S details, then the same structure will be followed here. Understand? Na? So that means your table name successfully changed. Yes. So now, but okay, after that again, I have to go. My previous name is what now? Rename. Yes, details to, what is this? Student. Again, renamed here. And let me come back and see your tab list. It already renamed again, student. Okay, now write down below. Command. What is the fourth command here? Truncate. So here also some people have a confusion. What is truncate here? Careful observe. So basically truncate command, okay. Purpose of truncate command is what now? Here observe. For example, you have a table. Okay, no? So I designed some table with X, Y, and Z columns. Okay, no? And after that, I inserted some data, for example, 10, some A, okay, some P something. It's a one row is created. And next I will give 20 P, okay, something here. And next 30 C R something. So this is my table, guys. So in this table, the first these are called as, columns. And whatever it was there here, these are called as a rows. Okay, now fine. So truncate command nature, purpose of truncate command is what and why the people was using, where and how it was. Okay. Truncate command when you want to use means, suppose in this table, whatever the rows we have here in this table, this entire row, that means rows, at a time you need to delete from the table. Okay, na? So only data, but not a structure. Okay, delete only data, but not a structure. At that moment, you can use what now? Truncate command. Okay, na? So you can use a truncate. And truncate command, whenever I applied here, okay, this only, the data only deleted. This data only deleted. Understand, na? This data only deleted, but you will have it your structure. Structure means what? Structure means what? Columns. Only rows deleted, but not columns. That is what a truncate command nature. And now you people are asking, sir, why should I want to delete all rows at a time? I don't want it like this, sir. I want it to delete a specific row, sir. For example, you want it. I don't want it to delete all. I want to delete a specific row, whatever I want it. That row only I want to delete. Is it possible or not? Means a truncate command will not supporting this mechanism. So a specific rows deletion mechanisms are truncate command never supported. Truncate command, once you apply, all rows are deleted. Either 100 rows are 1 lakh, 5 lakhs, 10 lakhs, it's none of the matter. Okay, but how many rows you have in your table, all are deleted. That's the nature. Okay, and next point, remember, so whatever this rows and how many rows are there, these rows, whatever it was deleted now, these rows are how it was deleted, sir. It means that it is a permanent deletion. Which deletion here? Permanent deletion. So again, once my data will deleted, again, I cannot restore. That was not possible when you apply truncate, because truncate command deleting the rows permanently, not temporarily. So these are the 3 to 4 points you always keep in your mind when you're working with the truncate. By that reason, truncate command 99% of people are not using in their companies, because the problem is what now? Once you apply here, for example, in your table, you are working in a company, your table, one customer table is there. Okay. The customers, there are 5 lakhs customers data are you maintain for your business purpose? For your business purpose, are you maintain 5 lakhs customers? Suddenly you go and apply your truncate command. What happened? The 5 lakhs rows will be deleted. So deleted data, is there any chances to restore? Means there is no chance. That means again, those 500 customer data are you lose in your business. Understand? Na? So that's why truncate command, very, very rare cases. And when your manager, project lead or team lead, if they are saying that, go and apply truncate, then only you can use it. But other than without your superior permissions, you can't use this truncate. And if you use by mistakenly, you will be punished. Yes or no? Simple. Your team will kuch nahi karega. Why are you deleted? Sir, oh, ho gaya, sir. Acha, ho gaya. Then you just go and recall that entire data. Otherwise, reinsert 5 lakhs data. Are you inserted? First, I have to insert, means the data should there now first. In some paper and somewhere it was there, then I can copy paste. But data is permanently deleted. Then again, the 5 lakhs customers data, how I can recall? And who is my customer? Okay, I can't find out again. Okay, no? So that's why truncate command is a don't touch. It's very dangerous command. Okay, na? So this is what the 3 to 4 points, guys, here, right on below. To delete rows, but not columns. But not columns in a table. Okay. All possible specific table. Okay, next one. Truncate command is deleting rows permanently. Rows permanently. So that there is no chance. There is no chance. There is no chance to restore. Here one point should add it. What now? Deleting all rows at a time, but not possible to delete a specific row from a table. Suppose if anybody asks you why, sir, okay, why, sir means because it is not supported. It is not support or not supporting. Which class means where clause condition. So what is clause? In coming exact topic we'll discuss. Okay, because it is not supporting where class condition. Okay, that point added. If anybody asks you why it is not possible. syntax of this command, what it is here, observe. So what is the syntax for this here? Truncate table. Okay, table name. Just very simple syntax here. Okay, now? Right. And let me come out and see practically that each and every point I will show you now. Observe. So present, this is my student table. If I want to check it, is there any data was there or not, then you can call this as syntax no rows. Now I want to insert some data. Okay, the insert command I'm using, but how it is later I will discuss with you. Okay, I'm inserting some records here. What it was left in my table, student ID 1, the student name is, for example, Smith, and address was, for example, HOID. Okay, so this is what my record I'm trying to insert, but carefully observe. As of now, MyDB 2 PM user is having only two permissions. One is connectivity, one is creating table. But did you take any permission to insert? No, we are not taking as of now. But still, I'm trying to insert now. What it was happening, you can see. It is a not accept me. And what it was say, no privilege. Privilege means permission. So there is a no permission on what? Table space to users. Okay, here what is the mean by table space? Smallly I will explain to you, but in future classes we will go for in-depthly. Table space means normally you just remember what is that. When you created your table, a table is nothing but an object. So whenever you want to create an object, it was allocating memory, yes or no? In your Java, .NET. Okay. So once you create an object to the class, what is the syntax? Class name, object name is equals to new class name. Okay. So that means when you are using what now? Class name. Okay. Next, object name is equals to which keyword? New keyword and class name. So whenever this new keyword we are using means it was allocating some memory that you all of you know better than me because you are all at Java now. I'm a database background. Okay. So you know that. So new keyword when I'm using that. So here whatever the class name, for example, my class name C1, object name is obj is equals to new C1. Suppose I'm creating now. So my object name is obj. So whenever you created object to the class, definitely for this object purpose allocating some memory. Is it right or wrong? Correct? Huh? Come on. So is it correct? So memory allocations are happening to you, this object. Okay. How you are saying that for your class programs in database side also, once I created one table, my table is what now? Student. Student is called as a one object. Which type of object? Database object. So whenever the student on the name of student, what it was giving us some memory allocating for this student table. Okay, now. So into this table, whatever the data are you inserted, it will be come under save here. Okay, now, right. But still that memory allocation are happening. Already system was given some memory for your table. Student table purpose, some memory allocated. But the memory utilization permissions are not given. Okay, for example, I'm giving some space to you. Okay, so some government sector people, they given some space, some place to the person. They given, but they're not officially given permissions. Yes or no? Otherwise, if you want to use some space, you want to use some space, and that space is not belongs to you. Some other person space you want it. Can you directly use a? If I want to use the space means, first of all, that space owner, who is the owner of that space, and you have to talk to them. And after that, you need to take a permission. Yes or no? When he will give a permissions to you, then only you can use that space. Otherwise, you can't use it because you don't have a rights to use it my place. Yes or no? If you want to use my place means you should take a permission from me. Okay, then the owner will give permissions to you, then only the place can be used. So here also same thing happened. Are you created object student? For student object purpose, memory allocations are happening already. But this memory utilization permissions are not given to whom? User. Which user? MyDB 2 PM user. So that's why we are saying that. It's very clearly saying to you. What it was saying here, no privilege on table space to users. Okay, na? So then how I can take this permission, sir? Okay, and again, who will give it permissions? Again, administrator. In your mind, only two people in database, admin, user. That's it. Remaining concept is you can understand. Now you can go it. So system tiger. He will give it a grant. Yes, see one point I will explain to you. What I am using. Unlimited. What I want to take permission? Table space. I'm taking a permission is what now? Table space to whom here? MyDB 2 PM. Okay, now here the point is, sir, why are you using unlimited? Because I already told you, I think so. Databases are not having any particular sizes. This point I explained. If anybody asks you, what is the size of your database? If anybody asks you that question, immediately slap him. Slap her. If anybody asks you, are you stupid? Databases are not having any fixed sizes. You can't measure like that. Okay, na? So it's depending on your hard disks. Somebody's hard disk 1 terabyte, somebody 2 terabytes, somebody 5 terabytes. It's depending on that, but you can't say exactly fixed sizes. And that was blunder question. If anybody asks you, immediately slap him. Okay, na? Don't slap here. You Sudhakar sir telling, just kidding. I'm kidding. You are slapping, na? You will also. He's not a Mahatma Gandhi. Slap, one more slap, one more. Come on. Not like that, na? I'm saying that if anybody asks you, that question is wrong. You tell that. No, my Sudhakar said slap. If you're slapping, he will come to me. Sir, kya bol raha hai aap slap karne ke liye? So unlimited. So unlimited, why the people are using this keyword means, if 1 terabyte of memory initially it was completed, then my server, database, everything will be same. In just a hard disk, I have to change. In place of hard disk, one more new hard disk I will give it, and that space will be utilizing the who? User. So like this, any number of spaces, that means hard disk memories, you can use it. Okay, first 1 terabyte use it full. One more hard disk keep it. One more hard disk keep it. Like unlimited space, it will be use it. Okay, na? So that is the permission of your grant unlimited table space to user. So grant succeeded. After succeeded, then now this user is having memory utilization permission. Now you can see he will be connected now. MyDB 2 PM. MyDB 2 PM. Now I'm inserting same thing. What happened? You can see one row created. Let me see one more row here. Okay, now 2 and name is Ellen and location will be, for example, Mumbai. Okay, suppose one more row I'm inserting 3. The name is word and location will be some Pune or something. Okay, now right. So after that, you just come back and see your table student. Now, student information, you can see student ID, name, address. Okay, 1 Smith, Hyderabad, 2 Allen, Mumbai, 3 Word, Pune. But this table is not in the structure format. Why it was, I will tell you, don't worry. So now how many rows here? 3 rows. 3 rows is came out here. So these 3 rows, out of these 3 rows, by using of truncate command, truncate table name is what now? Student. Okay, suppose in database, what it was happen, if any specific row or rows you need to delete or update or select, you must be use a where condition. Without where condition, you can't do that. Okay, so that's why I should use where class. And what I want to do here, suppose yes name, student name is equals to one of the student. I'm going to delete it now. Who is this? Smith. I'm deleting Smith here by using of which command? Truncate command. But truncate command, what we discuss as of now, it doesn't possible to delete a specific row because of reason it doesn't support a where class. Okay, now I'm going to execute now. So it was showing what now? Invalid truncate option, missing storage keyword. So can you see the asterisk symbol here? Wherever the asterisk symbols are showing here in your query statement, there your problem is there. The asterisk symbol where it was showing, there is your mistake or problem. That's simple identification. So where class, that means where class cannot be support here. So, and after that, you can come out and see your table. Okay, Smith deleted a no, still the person details are there. Okay, so that's what I'm doing here. Truncate table. What's the table name? Student. I'm not giving any where classes here. So here carefully observe table truncated. Okay, na? Table truncated. So now in your table, now let me come out and see there is no rows. Rows are not there, but can you see the structure? Structure is there, huh? Yes. Structure means columns. See, one blind remember, structure means columns, data means rows. This is first clarity. Structure, we are talking about structure means remember columns. We are talking about columns. We are talking about data means rows. Very simple. There is no confusion in this. Data is nothing but row. Structure is nothing but column. That's it. Entire database you can easily understand. Okay, na? So now columns are there. That means structure is there. And structure is there means the object is available in my tab list. Can you see available? Yes or no? Yes, my table is there. Table is there. Table structure is there. But what it is not there? Data is not there. So truncate command deleting only data, not structure, not table. Structure is nothing but table. So table, structure, not only rows. Clear na? This point should be remember, right? And your comment give it here not allowed. Truncate command we discussed. Okay, the next command was drop command. Now drop command also we discuss what exactly. Then after truncate and drop differences also we will check it out. Okay, now right. But that was I'm going to stop it here today. Okay, and we'll continue on tomorrow. So today where you started here, table creation. Na? What is the day today? Okay, so today notes also I'm uploading